The Bay Area's rock station. 107.7 The Bone.
107.7 The Bone, that is Skin Lab in the Metal Zone with Dissolve. Skin Lab is going to be playing with Flaw, St. Vernon, and Syndicon at the Avalon nightclub in Santa Clara on May 13th. Before that, we had Defiance with the one of their new songs. The new Defiance album is out now. They're going to be performing at Rasputin's in Mountain View. That's going to be on March 12th, and then they're going to be playing a show on April 10th with Desecrator at the Blank Club in San Jose. Forbidden on top of that with Chalice of Blood, Forbidden working on a new album as well. And in the studio with me, Brian Posehn, who is performing at Cobb's Comedy Club all this weekend, doing all the comedy, not the metal, but it's hilarious. I saw it last night. CobbsComedyClub.com to pick up the tickets. So Brian, being a Bay Area resident metalhead, Skin Lab, Defiance, Forbidden, all Bay Area bands. You moved, like 15 years ago? So
yeah,
you saw most of those guys.
Yeah, I saw Forbidden a couple of times, and one of the craziest nights of my life was I took a thing, they're mushrooms, and you put them in your mouth, and then you trip for like 8 hours. I did that at it was Forbidden, Testament, and Voivod together.
What is that, Omni?
No, it was. I think it was the Warfield. It was a bigger
big?
spot. Yeah, and. Oh boy, everybody talks about how kind of, evil, there's like this underlying tone in heavy metal, and I always thought that was a joke, and I was never scared by metal or anything. Well, I remember first hearing Hell Awaits and going, this feels real, and this is kind of scary. But I was at this show in Shrooming, I thought everybody was there to murder me. It was like one of the worst nights of my life, and yet also
in
one
the
of the
80s,
coolest.
it was kind of more believable back then.
Yeah.
Because there was that whole underground conspiracy of Satanists who were kidnapping people and sacrificing them, and you just didn't know.
Well, so we're at that show, and by the time Testament came on, we were doing okay, but the first two bands, Forbidden, I thought Russ was going to just turn into a demon and jump off the stage and rip my entrails out. And me and my friend, we got against the wall so nobody could sneak up on us. But instead of here we're at this show and we're tripping, whatever expression you want to use,
yeah.
Balls, I guess. Yeah, tripping
balls.
balls.
I think we could say it.
I guess I can say that, right? And then we're losing our minds. But the smart thing would have been to walk outside into the fresh air and get out of this, this darkness or whatever. Instead, we stayed at the entire show.
You know what, though? Being in the Tenderloin, maybe not so much.
Yeah, maybe not a good idea. Maybe you're right.
Probably would have come running back in.
So it worked out better that we just stood with our backs to the wall so nobody could sneak up on us and murder us, and then enjoyed the metal for the rest of the night. But
awesome.
One of those classic shows for me.
New Forbidden is coming out soon, and that's another one that you're going to have to go and buy. Like I said, New Defiance is out now, I think, unless it's a record release that they're doing next week. But, go see them at Rasputin's and buy the CD while you're there, and, hey, get them to autograph it, because they're all a bunch of great guys. And, it's time for us to get out of here, but we're going to wrap it up with Cannibal Corpse and Death. Good news, Cannibal Corpse is coming to town. They're playing at Slim's in May. Those tickets are on sale now at slims-sf.com. Hate when there's a dash in that website address. And don't forget to enter to win a bunch of tickets on the Metal Zone webpage at 1077thebone.com. It's 1077 The Bone, Cannibal Corpse on the way. It's the Metal Zone.
1077 The Bone.
Streaming online at 1077thebone.com.